After 6 months away, Lloyd reappeared in Corrie last Monday. However, the meat is no longer running on his friendship with Steve McDonald.
Lloyd's new venture might be called Fair Ladies, but there is nothing fair about Tracy Barlow's attempt. There's nothing fair about her attempt to sabotage the business. More from Craig in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the life and the loves of Lloyd.
I love you too, babe. Have you been?
Better without you. Now get lost, you loser.
Very bad girl. I am the definition of simplicity. But I've got standards, kid.
In the bedroom then, this bit of stuff.
There's nobody here.
I was born between those legs.
Oh, of course I'll marry you.
Hey, I'm being childish.
There's your flaming sofa.
Bloody killing muppet. What'd you say?
Memories.
Some memories there. I feel a bit left out though, Patrick. So you know, she was doing all the flirting with Luke Goss. You've got to do some flirting with
Well,
him.
to be honest with you, you know what happened was that Luke had the leather and the silk scarf. So you've quickly changed.
I nicked his kit.
And I have to say, I'm all over you. You are looking smoking
A
today.
chat like you could turn a boy's head.
Hey, how you doing?
What great fun that looks like. You must just have an absolute ball.
We have a ball filming it, especially with Steve McDonald, Simon Gregson. He's a great actor to work with. He's just sent me a text saying I want abuse, but I'm not going to abuse him. He's actually really, really cool to work with. I've been dead lucky though, because like Chris Barry, my other co-star on Red Dwarf, is like hilarious, and Simon Gregson's hilarious. I've been really lucky, you know.
We're going to talk about Red Dwarf in a little bit, but Lloyd is back. Where's he been hiding?
Well, in the story, he went off to Jamaica and he fell out with his family in Jamaica, and he come back with his tail between his legs.
Bought a swamp.
He bought... It wasn't a swamp. Yeah, so he bought a swamp, did a land deal, it all, as it is with Lloyd, went wrong, and he's back on the cobbles.
So he's been gone for about 6 months. Now he's back, and you are causing havoc for Steve McDonald. Well,
I've set up a rival company because I thought he was going to sort of offer me my position back as a partner, but he didn't. He turned around and said, "No, it's just as a driver." So I've set up a rival company called Fair Ladies, which is a really good idea.
It's a good name.
It's a good idea with all the female cab drivers, and I'm going into direct competition with them, and now it's all going to get a bit dodgy.
Because Tracy Barlow's not fair at all.
Why did Lloyd employ her? Is he stupid or what?
Yeah, you think he would know better.
No.
After all that time on the street.
Well, he's actually convinced that she wants to get back at Steve too, and they're playing a little game with him, and he thinks she wants to get back at Steve too, so he takes her on, and then she starts really sabotaging his business.
So are things going to get better or worse for Lloyd and Steve?
They're going to get quite bad for a while, I should imagine, but let's hope we make up, because I love working with him.
We've got a clip of tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, let's have a look.
We don't stop. One of us is going to have an heart attack. I don't mind as long as it's you. Stop it, idiot! Gutless toe rag. Come, get... Oh. Get off me! Make me!
Pack it in!
I said pack it in!
What do you think you're playing at?
He started it. You nobbled my cabs. What are you going on about, you maniac?
Whatever's going on, this is not the time or the place. Go to my office and wait for me there.
It's just so brilliant to watch, isn't it?
Sent to the headmaster's office.
3-year-olds.
It's like Carry On Cabby, but in a good way.
I love the two hands before you dived on him. I'm coming to get you.
So you have been off our screens for 6 months. So we know that Lloyd has been in Jamaica. But where have you been?
Well, I was filming the new Red Dwarf, which comes out at the end of September, beginning of October. So
How exciting.
I got some time off. And we filmed it just like back in the old days, in front of a live studio audience on kind of open sets and that sort of. So it's a bit like Red Dwarf 4, 5 and 6. And the scripts are really funny, and all of us are back together. It's a bit more like grumpy old men in space these days.
So it's the original cast members?
Original cast members, original writer. So, yeah, it's all the same people.
Do you age in space?
You do age in space, unfortunately, you know.
Shame.
We're trying to build a time machine so I don't have to push when I take a leak.
and is it difficult to go from something like Corrie to slip back? I'm sure it must be difficult, even with the time gap, to go back to Red Dwarf. How easy did you just slip back into the old...
Well, it took 7 hours to get me dreadlocks sewn into my head. 7 hours to do the dreadlocks, and then you get the boots on, and you've got the hair, and you put on the leather jacket, and and they've got the leather slacks, and you start walking a bit different, and then all of a sudden Lister's right back. You know, it's like it was like we'd never been away.
How long has it been since you last played him?
Well, we did a little special a couple of years ago, which was more like sort of filmic. But the last series went out in 1999.
And so what can we expect? What can we expect in
I can't really talk about
Oh,
I
tell
can't
us
really
a
talk about
bit.
Just
the
a
plot.
little bit.
All I can say is it's right back to the way it used to be, and it's all the comedy is all about the relationships between Rimmer and Lister and Crichton and the cat and stuff like that. So it's also very much personality based. A very much personality-based sitcom, but the special effects have moved on so much in the last 15 or odd years that we've made it that it actually looks stunning now as well. They've got some brilliant special effects in it as well, so I hope people like it.
So you're in the biggest soap in the country, you're coming back with one of the biggest comedies there ever was, and you're the #1 DJ on Six Music. Would that be correct?
Well, I wouldn't say I was the #1, but my show's quite popular, yeah. I'm going to Belfast to play the Empire, which was a club you set up.
A comedy club that I set up.
Yeah, well, I'm DJing there on the 14th of July, so what's it like?
It's fantastic. When are you meant to be back?
When am I meant to be...
When are you meant to be back?
When am I meant to be back?
Back here.
Back here.
Because once you get over there and you have a night out in Belfast, I would allow at least 2 or 3 days before you book anything else in.
No, I've got to be back for Monday.
I'm not too sure.
Oh, man.
Good work. So we got Lloyd back in the street. When are we going to see Red Dwarf again? That's
end of September. But like, just to talk about Lloyd one more second. In a few weeks' time, there's going to be something really iconic for Coronation Street happening to Lloyd. So I'll just leave that as a little teaser.
Okay.
I love the way we're whispering.
And how long is Red Dwarf running for?
It's going to be
Around?
6.5 hours, so it's 6.5 hours.
Oh, fabulous. I'm so excited. So it's been quite an exciting day for me all round today. Red Dwarf's back. I get to talk about Corrie and I
And
met
Luke Goss gave you woo.
So did you.
And Craig has given me his phone number, so we're all happy. Good to see you, fella.
Thank you very, very much.